Hello, I'm Emily Wallace. I'm the founder director of Sunderland Ballet Community Interest Company, which is a social enterprise dedicated towards getting more people moving, spreading the word about ballet and improving lives through dance. Today we're going to look at a step we use in ballet called the polka. You might have heard of the polka before. It does feature in ballroom, but it also features in classical ballets. It began as a folk dance in Eastern Europe and then moved into ballrooms and was picked up by classical choreographers, so ballet choreographers, in the 1800s. We start off with a basic polka. The simple polka we call it, and it's counted 1 and 2 and. Really simple, side together, side hop. Side together, side hop. Side together, side hop. You can also travel it forwards, and if there's a big crowd of you, this is great fun because you can start going round the room. I'm just going to come forward so you can see what my feet are doing. Forward together, forward hop, forward together, forward hop. You'll notice on the hop, that's when you change your feet. Let's see if we can put those together. 2 side, 2 forward. And side together, side hop, side together, side hop, forward together, forward hop, forward together, forward hop. If you were to work with a partner, you might even be able to turn as well. So imagine you're holding your partner's hands. You might go like this. Side together, side hop, side together, side hop, side together, side hop. You have to remember to use the opposite foot to your partner though. So Laura, come on this side for me. Hold 2 hands, and if everybody uses the foot on the same side, we're going to go side together, side hop, side together, side hop, side together, side hop, side together, side hop, making a square. When you get more comfortable with the simple polka, there is a progression. It's called the balletic polka, and it's the version that you are more likely to see on stage. It has a slightly different rhythm. You count and 1 and 2, and it goes like this. Hop, step, close, spring. Hop, step, close, spring. Hop, step, close, spring. You can also travel it in the same way that you can the simple polka. Hop, step, close, spring. Hop, step, close, spring. And you can make all the same patterns that you did with the simple polka. Let's see if we can join some of those together. It's typical to do 6 of something and then have an ending. And then it adds up to 8, which of course is very musical. So we're going to do 2 sideways, 2 forwards, 2 sideways again, and then we'll run away and make a nice ending. And this is where you can be creative with the position that you use at the end. So we're going to do 2 sideways, 2 forwards, 2 sideways, and the ending. Here we go. Hop, step, close, spring. Hop, step, close, spring. Forwards. Hop, step, close, spring. Side again. Here's the ending. Little run away and an arabesque. I teach the Cecchetti method of classical ballet. That began in Italy in 1850 when a man called Enrico Cecchetti was born in a dressing room off stage. It's closely associated with the development of theatrical dancing full stop because Italy was home to the Commedia dell'arte, which was a troupe of mimes who told stories through movement. This means that Italy was the ideal place to develop classical ballet technique once it had grown out of the courts in France. So Enrico Cicchetti was born into a theatrical dancing family. So his dad was a dancer and choreographer, and his mother was a mime artist, which allowed her to continue working right up until she gave birth to Enrico. Enrico became a professional dancer. He was really well known for his high jumps and fast footwork, and he moved to Russia, where he worked for the Russian Imperial Court, the Russian Imperial Ballet. After a time, he discovered that his primary passion was actually teaching. And although he did continue performing, mainly as a mime as he got older, he became a really famous teacher. His work is associated with exceptional upper body work. So in the Cicchetti work, we see an enormous amount of upper body movement, which we don't always have in modern training methods. I'll show you what I mean by the arabesque épaulé. This is an arabesque. This is also an arabesque. But this, with an extra upper body twist, is more closely associated with the Cicchetti style. Enrico Cicchetti moved with the Ballet Russe to travel around Europe in the 1910s, and that revolutionized how people perceived ballet. Enrico Cicchetti worked with all of the great dancers of the day, including Anna Pavlova, Václav Nijinsky, and Tamara Karsavina. One of the people that he really inspired was Frederick Ashton. Frederick Ashton was the founder, choreographer of the British Royal Ballet. And as a result, much of what we now call the English school of ballet has the same upper body lyricism that is associated with the Cicchetti work, because Frederick Ashton was trained in the Cicchetti style. So we're going to learn Cicchetti's second port de bras. This is quite a complicated one, but it's great fun to have a go at. I'm standing on a slight diagonal, so if this is what we call en face, or facing the front, now my legs are crossed over and I'm facing slightly towards one corner. This is a position we call croisé. I'm going to take the arm furthest away from the audience up to attitude with the back arm in an almost straight line. And I'm looking up at the balcony or the posh seats. I like to tell my students that we're looking at the royal family here. So here we are looking at the prince, and now the arms are going to open up into second position and the gaze is going to change to the audience. Then, having engaged the audience, we're going to talk to the audience, and we want a maximum amount of upper body twist there. The back arm now comes down, meets in a circle here. We have a little look at our fingertips, and then it's back to the royal box. Let's do that one more time. Royal box, audience, talk to the audience, fingertips, royal box. This is usually done in sets of 4. Royal box and audience, audience, fingertips, royal box. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And even though I've been doing this for years, I can feel that in my shoulders now. So I hope you can feel it too. That is Cecchetti's second port de bras. And when you do that, you can imagine all the famous dancers that have done that before you, including Anna Pavlova, Margot Fonteyn, and Darcy Bussell.